make a science lesson out of it. The thing, thing that's most interesting, I guess, is I worked on attack class submarines. There's two kinds of submarines. There's submarines that go around and attack other people, and then there's submarines that shoot ballistic missiles across the world.
Okay.
Right? And the attack people are trying to kill the people that are trying to kill the people that are shooting the missiles.
So the attack's going after the ballistic.
Yeah. So, stealthiness is very important, right? And so you have to track these people and be able to put a weapon on them, and you can only listen. There's no such thing as like radar active, like you send
ping.
You ping at them and you wait for the echo and you find out, just like the bats and everybody else do. This is all active tracking. It's an active system. You ping and you listen. You ping and you listen, and you figure out what he's doing. This you got to do it with he's
passive.
Listening.
Wow.
Okay, and you can sit down with a napkin someday, and you can say, well, I hear somebody over here. I hear somebody over here. I hear somebody over here. I think the next time I hear him, he's going to be over here. That's kind of like logic would tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the person, and you're gonna throw a football and hit him. Okay, it could be the person that's over here is twice as close to you as you think he is. Okay, but and now he's over here, but he's twice as close. He's on the same bearing line, and then he's over here, but he's twice as close. And now he's over here. You're going to throw the football over his head because he's twice as close as what you think he is.
Because you misjudged that.
So that's the most trivial example of how the problem is difficult. Now if I told you, okay, he's over here, he's over here, he's over here. Okay. Before you take the next measurement, what you do is you get up and you walk over here. Okay? If he's really twice as close as what you thought he might have been, he's going to bump into you.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
If he doesn't bump into you, he's really over there.
That makes sense.
Isn't it?
So it removes that
ambiguity.
Variable. Yeah.
And there's that's the most simple example of this. It's a giant ambiguity reduction problem.
And that's the algorithm you came up with.
Well, people have been doing this since, I think, since the Phoenicians were shooting bow and arrows at people. But
So what did you do?
it's a lot harder when you can't see them, when you're underwater.
Put the n's in the algorithm where n is a large number.
So you came up with part of the formula.
And the easy part is he's over here, he's over here, he's over here, right? And then he either bumps into you or you're not. So he's either at that torch or he's at the other torch. He's at one of those two torches. Okay? I listen, he's over here. Over here, you know what? I'm not sure if he's like here or here. I'm not quite sure exactly. I know he's kind of like, I think he's like kind of where the tree is, but is he on the left-hand side of the tree? Is he on the right-hand side of the tree? Okay, if he's on the right-hand side of the tree, he's going to be behind Mari. If he's really on the right-hand side of the tree, he's going to be behind Mike. Which is it?
So how did you figure it out?
His brain.
German. The English made the Eccles cakes. The Germans figured this stuff out.
Missiles.
The Eccles cake and missiles. Totally
That's
different.
my dad's contribution to the world. And
Missile
missiles.
ballistics.
all I can say, there are algorithms that people have been working on this for, in one sense, centuries, and in the other sense, since computers come along, you can do a lot of things with computers that, if you had to do it on pencil paper, it would take you a long time. You have to draw a lot of triangles and,
So you wrote the algorithm for trajectory and
Submarine
distance
missiles.
to remove what is it called?
Ambiguity.
Ambiguity of where it is.
in
What standard deviation? What?
And the measurements you're taking
Yeah.
are imprecise.
Right. So
And your medium
right
that you're listening to this guy
is
is not
Infinite.
homogeneous.
yes, right. It's complicated. It's water. It's under the
And
ocean.
it's a marine environment, which is
Dynamic, to say the least.
With
Yeah.
other people, with other creatures making noise in the water.
Yeah. Interesting.
Wow.
People ask me what you do, and I'm
What?
like, well, when people ask me like what you do for a living, you're like, I'm like, it's classified, like.
Well,